Okay, welcome to the Scuff Show, where everything happens all at once and nothing at all. I am low, I can see it, so I need to check my volume and levels, a lot of that crap. Um, yeah, a little bit. That's better. Uh, yeah, there's been a lot of drama today. Kind of weird. It's especially the channels. Full state yesterday night and today 10th man of all people. Like, why? It makes sense. 'Cause he's gay, right? But at the same time, at the same time, save your hearts. Welcome, Doomerang. Always a welcome. Agrila Police. Hello. Never Lucky Rubber Ducky. Hello. It's weird. It doesn't make it. I don't know. I just. You know how I see it? I see it's content. It's it's a funny ass content thing. Uh, Thank you. Um, so, chilling as always. First things first. Abe's yesterday was amazing, amazing. You cannot miss it. Go to Abe's channel, subscribe. I am so very, very annoyed at the fact that I was working. I couldn't be there when the dumpster fire happened. Okay, but yeah, go ahead and sub to Abe. Abe Dinkus channel. Here is what? What? Oh, he changed the channel. Okay, that makes sense. So, right. I was having a panic attack right there because I didn't know what was going on. Weird stuff was going on. That's what was going on.
In the homeschool scenario, I'm sure, right? I'm not going to sit here and
Oh,
say like
whoa,
that
whoa,
doesn't
whoa.
happen. What I'm saying is,
A wild page was talking. Interesting. I will, stop it. I will. I'll try. I need to start going back to the gym. Um, I don't think I'm never gonna be a chat. Dude, I hate going to the gym. You have no idea how much I hate going to the gym. Um, I usually stay late, so going in the morning is kind of annoying. And then it's too hot for me to go, and then I hate going to the gym. Okay. Anyway, that's the Abe. That's the first one that I'm gonna be shouting out. Second one I'm shouting out is EOD. We're gonna have I have D&D with EOD today. It starts at 8, so I will be gone before 8, so I can just pretty much send everybody to EOD's channel.
in the
Uh,
homeschool scenario,
Another wild page tax. So EOD is right here. And the final thing that I will shout out is Grumpelstiltskin. Grumpelstiltskin has Karaoke Night, September 4th. And his channel is Nightmare to Find. So, yeah. I'm gonna try to start going back to the gym. I am, like, it might not seem that way, but I also have, like, anxiety problems. Like everybody in the internet, because we are all mentally ill. So going to the gym is kind of very annoying for me because there's a lot of people and I don't know how to interact with them because I'm weird and whatever. Uh, so, save your hearts. I'm not entirely sure who you are, but thank you and thank you for being here. It's the first time I see you in chat and around, so that's awesome. Um, let's start with the worst of the day and we'll move backwards. I need, you know what I need? I need a buddy. I need a buddy. I need a buddy that will go to gym with me and who would just hang out so that I don't feel completely annoyed and weirded out because everybody is like seem like having fun and I just feel like crap. Jumbert, welcome. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this real quick. Anybody wants to know about the drama, or should we just skip the drama? Should we talk about the drama? Put a 1 in chat if you want to hear about the drama. I'm gonna give you a little bit of time because I know we have a delay. You want me to play the Emmet song? I don't want to play the Emmet song. I play the Emmet song. There's two reasons why I will play the Emmet song. One is if anyone gives me a donation, and I'll play the Emmet song for the donation. And the other one is I have 10 people in chat. We're 3 people away. If we find 10 people to be in chat, I will play. I will play the Emmet song. Okay. Um. No, Kat, it doesn't involve you. What would it involve you? Your drama. What was your drama? Your drama yesterday was that like 4 or 5 people were hitting on you on chat while you were stringing them along for a while, and I had to intervene and be like, "I'm gonna put her in jail." And yeah, that is. 10 people in my house is a lot. Yes, I know. Have a thirst only tea can quench. Fine. Full disclosure, I don't care. This is the drama doesn't really involve me. It has not I have nothing to do with it. I don't care about it. It's a bunch of hearsay. He say and she say and everybody say. There's more information that was revealed yesterday that I didn't know about, nobody cared about, but apparently, in the grandest mind of the internet, people decided to go on their own and say the wildest things because that's that's entertaining. Ah, entertaining. Yes, cat. They were like, "Oh, you better be good," and I'm not gonna say anything more because it's not necessary. And I was like, "Stop this! We have enough with them with Marilyn and the Steelman on panel." Which, by the way, if anybody knows how I can contact Marilyn, I want to have her on my channel. Just talk to her for a little while. I want to talk with the white mom. Cause she's kind of wild and sometimes it gets very drawn out. Like I don't even know where she's coming from. Um. So that was the disclosure. I don't care. It's not. It's nothing to. It has nothing to do with me. Um. Yeah, she needs to rest. Cat's like, I never know. Yeah, I know. I know you play the innocent game sometimes, Cat. I know. You know I know. And we know you know I know. And that everybody knows. Everybody knows that you know. Really makes my ass look shadow. Yeah. Okay, so yesterday we saw Flow State, and it was Power Dusty. Let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and try to figure out a way to get this going, because it's dumb. Um, so for what I see, it all started because they were talking kind of about yes. I didn't see the beginning of it. Why would I? Nobody cares. We want to see the spurging. That's the only moment where any of these makes any sense. So that is what it is. Um, have I never wrestled Tiger? No. uh, Doomerang, if you can send that to me, you can paste it in Abe's channel and just tag me. I'll do it. Yeah. Yeah, the lyrics are kind of gay. Not gonna lie. Anyway, um, it's not even that. It's just it's kind of weird. That's all. That's all that it is. I'm gonna go ahead, get to the point where they start like kind of talking, and I'm gonna talk about my perspective on what happened and why I think it happened, and why it's so dumb. Like, I think it's dumb. I just really think it's dumb. Alright. Let's be there. You see, like that, exactly like that, cat. Okay, stop it, stop it. It's my channel. We don't accept this kind of stuff. Perfect. Well, this is drama. We're gonna see a little bit of drama. It doesn't really matter. It wasn't like the best thing ever. As I said, it's dumb. It's kind of dumb. Yo, Spiro, welcome. Thank you for passing by. Your vocal fry, basically, yeah, it does. But I mean, there's nothing you can do about it, so I never attack you. Yeah, send me a Discord, and I'll look at the Thiel interview. We can go through it. This is not gonna take much time. I'm gonna skip some parts where we're just talking over each other. It didn't make any sense, and we learned that they just want to have a fight because none of them has like any ideas or any intent to have this resolved at all. Like, yeah, no, they don't really. After that, we'll look at the Thiel interview. I think it's talking about Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel. But I don't know. You don't have a. Well, I don't know. Let's watch this real quick.
All right. Jess is here. I should have grifted harder earlier, but see, just to prove it. Now, Jess and I are gonna talk privately, unless you keep paying me, as it goes on.
Privately, I fucking don't care.
No, I mean, I'm just look. I gotta take the grift where the Lord presents me opportunities, and I'll.
There
the-
is only one reason why there are some things that I kept offline, and that is for my children. That is the only fucking reason. I don't owe anybody else anything.
Agreed.
I couldn't care
It
less
doesn't
for
even
them
need to
than
be. You don't even need to give a reason. you could do it for you. It's your personal life. I 1000%
No,
agree.
I
The only person that makes sense in this, by the way, is it's flow state. It's annoying. If you have something in your personal life you don't want to discuss, and people start making drama about you, worst thing you can do, in my opinion, is to discuss the drama that you don't want to talk about. Why would you? It doesn't make any sense. But nobody said that people had to make sense, okay? Your your accent is not a problem, cat. Okay, just stop it. Oh man, fun stuff though.
no, my children are the only ones that I care about with that. Other than that, I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Well, regardless of the reason, like I absolutely agree. It is your right to keep your personal life off of entirely for the whole world.
Well, the whole shit of my personal life would have.
Yeah, I don't usually agree with Flo, by the way. Um, there's a lot of things I disagree with him about. But I think we actually agree on more things that I would agree. I can have a conversation with Flow State where we both end up in a place of understanding and at like he understands my position and I understand his position, and it's gonna be easier to get to that point than with any other lefty. I don't, yeah, he's kind of an actual centrist. He's not like he's trying to find a place where his ideas kind of fit in, and it's not the uh, I hate this because I hate it, or I like this because I like it. It's a little bit more nuanced. Never know my. Yeah, I'm a complete psycho. I agree with that, but um, especially when it comes from especially when it comes to my beliefs. But I'm not a flowist. I do have disagreements, heavy disagreements with him.
Being kept private if Grid didn't get butt hurt during one of his live streams where someone in his chat was talking
Flow
about a
orthodox.
debate that they had coming up on my channel.
That's the dream. He's gonna become a orthodox, but like must be well. He's gonna become an orthodox, right? No, it's not the other way around. That was bad by me.
And he decided to have a cry and talk about not only me, but are we not men as well, and bring
that
up
when
all
I
my
was there?
personal fucking bullshit.
So I am sure that I remember when it all started. And it didn't start there. It started a lot earlier. And Grid didn't care much about Yes in general, but he would the only person he had like a big problem with was Are We Not Men? And I think Yes and Are We Not Men rated somebody, and that person just like blocked them, and that was the beginning of the whole thing. I'm sure it was I think it was Glenn, but I'm not sure, and I don't care, and I'm not gonna look for it. That was the beginning of it. So they started like being mad about it. Flow, sorry, not Flow. Greed, realizing that um, Jess and Are We Not Men did the raid, and the one that actually did the raid is Are We Not Men. He started attacking Are We Not Men. Jess comes into the chat and starts uh, trying to start like a fight in Greed's chat, and Greed's responds by pretty much attacking her. That's what I remember happened. It was like a month ago. Not saying uh, both of them are just well, that was the first interaction, and then it all devolved. Now, what happened after that is that every day somebody will bring a little bit of the drama up, and Grid will reply to that. He never made like a show about them or talk about them. In reality, most of the time he would say, "I don't want to talk about them." Okay, so that is that is like the preamble because they don't have the preamble. They both made personal attacks. Um, she was like, "You don't want to mess with me" in her show for a little while, uh, like hinting at that he was doing something dumb, and he was. Yeah. So I know all the drama from different instances. I didn't see all of it because some of it was privatized, but I saw a lot of that as well, and it doesn't really matter that much, to be honest. It was it's just dumb drama that nobody cares about. At this point, nobody cares about it, and the reason why nobody cares about it is because it's a bunch of hearsay, and there's no actual drama involved in it. This person said mean thing about me, and I said mean thing about this person. That's the drama. Okay. Now there are a couple things that are kind of bad about the drama. One, they, um, well, Grid doesn't do that, or he has never said that to me, but you can get involved, or you can get attacked in the ramifications of it, and like you can get like asked for what position you're on. My position is I don't care. You guys are fucking funny. That's my position. Keep fighting. You made it. You just made it fun. Uh, let's see.
Shit. No, this was before you were there. I can actually send you the clip. I'll send it to
It's
you right
okay.
fucking now.
I don't even
Look
need
at
it.
Yeah, I don't care about it. I'm just gonna concede. You can say that he started. That's fine. Okay. Just. I was just giving our remembrance of what was happening, so you have like a different background. Flow State doesn't give a damn at this point.
I could not care less. What I do
You think I'm
think,
full of shit? I can give you the fucking proof. Because unlike some,
Yeah, it's all dumb, but the only reason why I'm engaging is because it's funny. Kat, you need to have some tea in your life, okay? Go get some tea. Put your legs up. Enjoy the drama. Enjoy it.
someone
I'm,
else,
I'm,
I
I'm,
have all the
I'm
receipts of what I
conceding it.
claim.
I'm saying fine. He talked shit about you first. Who went and started dealing with personal life?
He did on his stream when someone in his chat was talking about a debate that he had coming up on my channel, and Grid fucking went on a cry about how first he said he doesn't like me, and he said about fuck are we not men? Yeah, he's right about that, and then he continued to go on about my personal life.
He's
and
right
talk
about
shit
that.
So he about the I would not men stuff. It's also dumb. It has a little bit more meat, but at the end of the day, I think we have the freedom of association, so we can associate with whoever we want to do. And if a person don't want to associate with you, you don't have to associate, right? It is what it is. It's that simple. So, yeah, they're being like, "Oh, you want to talk to me?" It's who cares.
Did you and not men break up?
Also, Are We Not Men knows it. Like, Greed has been so open about his dislike for this guy.
Me and Now We're Not Men are not fucking in a relationship. What are you talking about? No, he said that he didn't like Are We Not Men, and he said he didn't like me. And I've got no issue with that. I don't not here to be like. I don't give a fuck who doesn't like me. But he can
Good, yeah, that was a good thing to do, Kat, because you don't want. Why would you want to be in the middle of all this? Makes no sense. Yeah. Oh God.
continue to talk about my personal life, which he had no idea what he was talking about.
Are you is this the
brought
brother
up he brought up no, it was before that. He brought up BSR shit, which he doesn't even know anything about what that fucking shit. He brought up fucking stuff about that I was cheating on my kid's dad, which is a fucking bullshit lie. And he said a bunch of other things as well, right from the fucking start. And then I responded to that. And yes, I went to his stream and said, "You've been talking shit. What the fuck's a go with that?" And like I said, you want the fucking proof? I can send it to you right now.
I don't even care. This whole thing is I've been trying to figure out
I just
why.
think it's pretty pathetic. I'm not getting it.
Again, Dusty with the super effective move. I just don't care. But the reason why you don't care again is because it's dumb. It's dumb at this point. Why? Yeah. Why would you care?
Attention. Oh, you're getting attention. Let me just bring up your personal life.
You know how this sounds like, and I have to admit, this is why I like this kind of stuff. This sounds like high school dumbassery. When a bunch of girls go and then they're like, they should say this. Well, they're doing the squirrel prattle, like like Andrew was saying the other day. Oh my God! Do you know what the people say about me? Yes, and these people said this about you. Oh, and these people said this about you. Oh, and I would say this about this person. Yes, drama, Corey. Welcome.
And try and talk shit.
It even sounds like that, right? This person was talking shit. This person was talking. It's like, okay.
1 minute backstage. People, I'm gonna let this happen, but you gotta keep paying.
Hey Jess, how are you?
Hey,
Oh yeah, this is the beginning of the end. We're not gonna watch all of these. There's moments where they just talk past each other and then don't say anything. This is why you don't let your girl use the internet. Are you talking about your daughter or about your wife? Oh, great. Oh, okay. Amazing. Good job, Corey. Good job.
dickhead, how's it going?
Well, I am a
You gonna keep
dickhead, but
lying?
I'm not a lying
You
whore.
gonna keep lying?
There's this thing that she's supposed to do that whenever she talks to somebody and starts using like insults, it's just the way they talk, according to her. So I'm not entirely sure if that was what she was trying to do, but yeah. Elder Lion, hey, welcome. Well, we have 10 people in chat, so we've met the quota. You all get to enjoy these with me. The Dave made this banger and gone. Every single time. Hey, welcome. I can open a panel later on so that if people want to come up, but I don't want anybody up when I'm just looking at the drama because it just doesn't involve you and I don't like if people are gonna come after me. It's fine. I will just ignore them because this is this is dumb and I don't care. Yeah, we can move on. Quick summary. Greed and Jess have been fighting for a while because one said something mean and the other one said something mean and everybody's in their feelings. That's the Jazz wants Greed to prove whatever he said was mean, and Greed wants to make Jess prove whatever she said was mean, and the burden of proof is on Greed, and the burden of proof is on Jess, and everybody, and this is not an actual court case, so nobody cares, because at the end of the day, people said something. It was not only unsuccessful. It is the worst interaction in order to try to like smash beef I have ever seen. You went too philosophical for me, Cat. Uh, is this the nihilistic outlook we want to portray? No, but I don't think I'm making fun of the nihilistic outlook that we've portrayed because it's been already been portrayed. I didn't invite them up and try to squash a beef that didn't get squashed. Nah, Adam versus Trump was just yeah. Like I'm not trying to portray this as a nihilistic outlook. I understand what you're trying to say, but I'm just making fun of it. You yeah. Oh, I don't know. Then my bad. Um, it's over the top. I don't see the point. Yeah, I don't either. Like at this point, they should just be completely ignoring each other, and that would that would. Why is that a bad solution? I don't know, but it is apparently. We have to accept it.
Do you want to tell everybody about how this
I
actually
gotta,
started?
hold on. I got something going on here.
Okay.
Oh, he was having audio issues. It's gonna take a while.
Want to tell everyone how this actually got started?
Mm.
How,
Hang on, let me get my
Theo G
sound.
was talking about
I've got it
hold on.
echoed.
about a
Give me a
debate that he had on my channel, and you got so
Hold on,
fucking
Jess.
hurt
Hold
about
on,
it.
Jess. He's working with his audio for a second.
Yeah, I gotta get rid of the echo.
Like I got into the whole community from grades. Well, I got the Crucible, and then I saw Grid, and then I got like a recommendation from Grid, and I got into Grid, and then I got into the whole extra part of the community from Grid. I actually got into Jess like panels and stuff from Grid. So at the end of the day, it's they're just yeah. I can't be on that panel. I don't care what they have to say, to be honest. They had last time they had Ryan. They had Ryan trying to tell me what is the correct interpretation of the Bible and what is the story of the Bible. One of the two. And I would prefer to eat glass than to listen to Ryan tell me anything when it comes to what is the correct interpretation of the Bible. Okay? I would prefer to eat glass. I would gladly eat glass than listen to Ryan when it comes to Bible verses. I'm just waiting. Someday he's gonna come with, oh, you see, he's gonna do the objective. It's objectively the correct interpretation because he says so in his subjective way of interpretation. I don't know. I didn't see it because I will not do it. I will not do it. I will not take his interpretation. I will not listen to it because I don't care. So I don't know, and I will never cover it. But I can't even go into the panel. Like, go to a priest. You want to have a good interpretation, and you want to talk about it. Like you have a question about what is the way to look at scripture. Go to a priest. Yeah. Here for the tone. Let's continue.
So
Okay.
Yeah,
There we go.
I'm gonna link it backstage for you right now. I'll do it
Okay.
right now.
yeah, link that. Make sure you do. There we go. All right.
Okay, the other thing I will say, you can have a panel and you can have a thing about your drama if you want to do it, that's fine. But be concise. Just come up, give your seat, make a 10-15 minute video and say this is X, Y, and Z, and that's what it is. Well, don't apologize, Corey. Just letting you know what's my position of it. Even if I wasn't, even if I was a Protestant, and I don't know if Abe can give me his perspective on this, but I would still prefer to eat glass than to listen to him.
Sorry about that. I had to get I had echo like for days. So anyway, yeah. So I actually do
Hello, are we not men? Welcome.
know what I'm talking about, and it's just like everything else.
So
I like the
you
Corey.
wanna
That's
actually
awesome.
go back to the beginning then and talk about how somebody was how EOD was talking about a debate that he had on my channel that you seemed to get quite upset about, and
And
how you started the whole
EOD,
fuck
that-
you, Jess, fuck you, are we not men? And then you started talking shit about my personal life. You want to actually admit that?
Well,
or
we
you
can
just
go
gonna
back
keep
to there
lying?
where to
Are you gonna
Jake
keep
Barnes,
lying?
to the
Are you
thing
gonna
that
keep lying?
actually this.
So they're just again, it's what about this? It's like, okay, you want to talk about this bad thing? Well, what about this bad thing? You remember when you did this bad thing? Yeah, I remember. How about this bad thing? it's dumb. At this point, to be honest, it's just dumb drama. Why would you continue interacting with it? Like this is my recommendation for drama. Everybody should know it already. If you have a drama and you want to address it once. Be concise. Tell everything that you need to say. If you want to milk it, you can go ahead and go a lot. Do all of this stuff. At the end of the day, if you want to milk it, just do a panel, make as much money as you can. If you don't, and if it's a dumb drama and you don't want to address it, don't address it. Okay, that is the recommendation. So at this point, I think both of them are just milking drama. This is just they're just going on and milking it as much as possible. Yeah.
One
Hey,
at a
I'll tell
time,
you.
Jess.
I'm
can't do
asked a
that, dude.
simple
She's a
yes or
fucking
no
woman.
question. It's
Yeah,
a
but he
simple
gets
yes
the
or no.
space. He gets the room to answer how he wants to answer.
I
Just like
don't give it.
This is kind of again, this is kind of dumb. They're just like they both try to do yes or no questions, but there's a lot of interpretation in the question and in and of itself. Like you have to be very very basic when it comes to yes or no, so that you can have yes or no answers, right? So like yesterday when I was trying to ask Steelman yes or no questions, the ideas were very simple. It's like, hey, this person seen? Yes or no? This is very simple. If you read, you can see it. Did this person seen? And then you can continue from there.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
She doesn't matter what she said.
Why did I? As I said, this is just milking. I think they're just milking it at this point. Both of them. They think that they think that they can just go ahead going to this and they make content out of it. So it's content, and at that point it's just content. So we're gonna milk it, right? This is the lol cow thing. This is where the lol cow comes. You have drama, you make it, you think it's great content, people look at it, they think it's dumb, and they milk it. It is high school stuff at this point. It is high school. Yeah. That's exactly what I was saying. And if you listen to it, they talk like they talk like it. I haven't like I'm not. Yeah, I just brought like the interactions before, but in reality, I'm not talking. I don't even care who's right at this point. It doesn't matter. The who's right at this point is it makes no sense. Who cares?
Because she's a lying whore, and we all know it.
Really? How?
Oh my god, great. Yeah, just I would prefer people not to attack each other personally, right? It doesn't talk good. By the way, it just doesn't talk good about you when you attack somebody that way. I don't think it's a good thing.
Can you prove that? Can you prove that?
Yes. Yeah. You
Oh,
proved it
prove it.
yourself. You literally said that everybody on YouTube has thought you were married, and you weren't. Not only were you not married, you've been single for a year. You literally said that. Your own words.
I've been
you said
separated
that.
under the. I've been separated.
Oh,
under the
I don't give a fuck. You lie. You are a liar.
No, I
You're
didn't.
a
No, I
known,
didn't.
proven
Just because
liar.
I didn't. Just
You are
because I
a
left
proven
certain
liar.
details,
You lied about
shut the fuck up
BSR.
and let me
You
talk.
lied about sending
the fuck
nudes
up,
to
son.
people. I know
No, I
at least two people.
Okay, that was a blunder. I know people might not see that much as a blunder, but it was a blunder. If you don't know or you don't have all the information, don't say anything. Today he was with Endman. I'm not gonna play that. It doesn't matter. But they don't have anything like that. I could do paternity result. Yeah, that would be fun, but I I don't know. I don't think anybody wants. I don't think anybody wants their personal life dragged across the internet. So, when people ask me how many kids I have, I say I have all the kids and none at the same time. Okay? That's how much I don't want people to know about my personal life when it comes to if I have or not kids. Because I don't care what you think about it. You can think about it the way you want to. And you know what people don't do? They don't say, oh, he has 15 kids, or 5, or 3, or 1, or 0. Because it makes no sense at the end of the day. The way that you address this, as I said before, the way that you should address these kind of things is, if you have an actual reply, do it once, do it concise, and that's it. And if it's an actual drama thing, if it's something dumb, you can never address it and it's gonna be fine. And if you want to milk it, you're gonna make 16 or 17 or 20 hours of content and you're gonna milk it. And if that is the case, let's do it. Let's milk it. All of us. But at that point, it was your decision to do it. You've made it that way. So I understand that you've been both of you are saying I am replying to this. Understandable. I can even grant it. You both are just replying to each other because it's all hearsay. He said this mean thing that make me unhappy, so I'm replying to this thing so I'm gonna reply to that thing with this thing that he will reply with this thing because that makes him unhappy. That's the whole point. So I can agree with you that as I said, this is dumb. I don't think she wants this, but at this point she is giving everything. She's just making it part of. I do have an unlimited amount of children, and I am my own children, and I'm also my father and my mom at the same time. That's correct, Spiro. I'm fine not to 100% alive. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. Yeah. I'm sorry, Corey. I don't know when I will be back home. Last time I went for milk, it was very far away, and I haven't. I'm still looking for it. And then I will have to look for the cigarettes. So yeah, it's gonna take me a while. Yeah. So that's why I understand what you're saying. Absolutely, are we not men? I get it. That's my only position. Well, she went all over the place. I don't know what she thinks I am. I don't know.
People that have your nudes.
Really? Really?
Oh yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
That's true. That, as I said, that was a blunder. There's no proof of that. So.
Who?
Tim Lawrence and Bay Street Racer. You
Really
want me?
show it.
Go
Show
get
it.
Glenn Lawrence.
Show
Get
it.
Glenn Lawrence
Show
up here,
it.
motherfucker.
Show it.
Proof
Prove
that.
it.
Pull up the proof of me putting.
Prove
All
it.
right, hold on. Let's
I know you
chat
don't.
over each other.
That was the funniest part of the whole interaction, by the way.
I know you did.
Prove
I
it.
fucking know you did.
Hold
I
on,
was
hold
on the
on.
phone
Time out,
when you
time
were
out, time out.
crying to
Prove it.
Glenn Lawrence
Lie.
about.
You can have, I will not meant you can have the moral high ground in that case, okay? But the moral high ground needs to be like at this point. There's no moral high ground. At this point, it's just milk. It's just content. This is just content. And it might be 28 soon, okay? But I'll be back, Corey. I'll be back.
About getting
Prove
you
it.
into this country.
Prove it.
Who do you think?
Come
Who
on.
do you think you're fucking
Prove
with?
it. Prove it, mate. Because I know it's a lie. Prove it.
No, you're not. It's not a lie,
Prove it.
and you know it's not a lie.
Shut the fuck up. Take a hike, bitch.
Alright. Alright, I'm gonna go through all of it.
Fucking blows you down.
Prove it. Where's the proof?
Hang tight, guys. This is shit when you guys just scream over each other.
Yeah, that's
Oh, well,
true.
you wanted to start screaming.
having
over me.
fun,
I was
though.
trying to actually finish my sentence, but he can't.
You don't
fucking-
have
Okay.
any
he can't
sentences.
do that.
Do I have to handhold you guys?
He knows that I can prove that he's bullshitting. That's
No,
why.
you can't. Do it.
Yeah,
Pull it up.
man.
Pull
I
it
Where's
up.
just,
the
here's what I
fucking
here's what I
Where's
need to
the
know. This is
Pull
the
it up
important
right
thing.
now.
Where are
This
the
is the
news?
important thing. Does
Do it.
anybody
Oh, no, you can't.
does anybody have any proof of the nudes?
No.
Of course. The degen has to be the one that wins. Janelle was trying to follow her cult. I can agree. I'm granting it. Are we not, man? As I said at the beginning, I am granting it. Okay? This is the problem. The problem is that at this point, if Jess had been like, you know what, this is my response. It's very simple. I'm gonna go ahead and make this video. It's gonna be concise. And maybe we have a panel, and maybe we talk about it, and maybe we do that about it. I don't listen. I saw the 24-hour. Well, it wasn't 24 hours. Like it was like 16 hours, maybe less. But I saw a lot of the 10. Like I saw like 10 hours of the 16-hour stream about Grid, and there was a lot of personal attacks on that. Okay. Now I'm not saying he's right. I'm not even saying you're wrong. I'm saying at this point this is content. And the reason why it's content is because you keep interacting about it and bringing it up. And yeah. God loves the drama songs you make. Yeah, let's finish this real quick. I want to move on to the Peter Thiel.
No, because they don't exist.
Okay, but if they did, my inbox is open.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen from me. I don't do that
I'm
shit.
waiting on the proof,
I'm-
Jeff.
I cannot prove it, okay, because I don't have the Delios, but there was a lot of attacks. No, for example, that he went on and the wife is not actually Chinese, but it's Vietnamese, and he went to a market and bought it. Okay. If you don't think that's a personal attack when you're saying that he went and bought the wife, I don't know what to tell you. I was actually gonna go ahead and make a full video on it because I thought it was hilarious too, but the videos went private and I couldn't do it. And I couldn't do it not because I'm not saying that you shouldn't have them private. You can do whatever you want, obviously. I was finishing school, so I didn't have time. And I'm not, and as I said, I don't think you're right. I don't think he is right, and I don't think she is wrong. I think both of you are making content at this point, and it's funny.
Yes, quit talking
I'm
and
a
get the proof.
relationship person. I don't do one night stands or friends with benefits shit. I've never done that shit.
I just had to
Like
get it
that.
in there. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah.
Order in
Can,
court.
can we see the proof, Jess?
Can you prove it? Yeah, exactly.
Can you
prove-
see? Can we, no? You said you have proof.
Okay, do you see that? It's just no, you show me. No, you show me. In reality, he made a claim. He should, if he made a claim, he should be able to show it, obviously. But at the end, yeah, it's like, it just becomes a complete, it becomes completely dumb.
Proof. I would like to see the proof. You've been running your moneymaker for 5
Here we
minutes
go.
now.
Here's the proof
about that.
of you trying to bring up my personal life after because you were butthurt about someone having a debate.
I'm not
on
butthurt about anything.
on my
You
channel,
lied.
which is
You
exactly-
and
which is
you
shut the
and
fuck
Harvey
up,
That
cunt.
Man came
Which
into
is
my
Yo, EOD, doing good. How are you doing? Welcome. And it's very childish.
stream.
Where
Yeah, put a sheet on. Put a shirt on. Put some shirts.
this
and
started.
started shit.
No, this
You
is
know
where
not
that
to fuck
started,
with
and
me.
then
You know-
after that,
you
the
know
response
better than to fuck with me because
is
I will
that-
fuck
My God, it's so dumb.
you
Come on.
up just like I am right
well,
now.
where's all your proof, mate? Because you've showed nothing. You've just talked shit.
Proof of
So-
what?
I-
Proof of what? Proof
There-
of what?
Proof
What
of
are
what
we
There
exactly?
proof
What
of
would you
here?
like? What would you
Hang
like?
on and let me.
Because
If I
I've
can
already
actually
given
speak, I'll let
Powder
you know.
Dusty the proof.
So here is the
Yeah, this is exactly what's going on. So they went on back and forth. You can watch yourself if you want. I can link it. It doesn't really matter. By the way, you have to be a member to watch it. Because, Because whatever. I want to see if there's.
speak without him spurging out and carrying on.
All right. Proof of here.
Well, if I can actually speak without him spurging out and carrying on.
All right. Grid, can you
Um,
please let her finish?
Here is the fucking in the back. I've linked the very first fucking.
Like I would invite you on because you're directly related to the drama with a man. But I know you don't go into panels. Okay. But I can, if you want, you can come up and just tell us. And as I said, okay, from the beginning, I don't care. This is dumb. It's obviously dumb. But this is also content at this point. You've made it content. All of you can. Greed can't stop talking about you, and you can't stop talking about Greed. Like. And I think what Jess did here was a complete blunder. She should just have continued doing her streams, not talk about it, be fine with it.
Stream where somebody was talking about EOD was talking about a debate he had coming up on my channel, and Grid decided to have a cry and talk shit about my personal life. And then the next link that I've sent is where I went into his chat and responded to that.
Okay.
Oh, Smoking Spaceman is gonna fight you, Doomerang. How dare you say space is fake?
And this is how this started. And I would
Let me-
like for him if he is so fucking certain on this nude stuff, which I know is incorrect and not true. If he wants to claim that to be true, I would like to see proof of that. 'Cause
Actually, I
know
had
that-
somebody send me some nudes in Discord, but I need to verify that they're
Oh my god, it's so dumb.
yours. So if you could send me some verified.
Damn it,
I'm just
Dusty.
kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, I'll stop fucking around.
Shut up, man.
Look, I
Sorry,
think
can
that I'm
Can
just
you actually prove that?
hold
Or
on.
you just
Well, that's why I said like I know he doesn't do panels, so he can be in chat and tell us from chat. Okay, I mean, he can just be. He's been like, yeah, well, obviously. But if he wants to come up and just talk to me, that's the only person I would accept other than Ingrid and Yes, and I wouldn't have them at the same time. It's just not worth it. Like if Yes wants to come up and talk to me, I would obviously accept it.
lying about it.
No, I was just kidding. What I want to say though is that I don't think anybody cares about who talks shit first, right? That's neither here nor there.
Oh well,
Really-
That is the whole. Yeah. At this point, nobody cares. It's mean. It's mean thing said mean thing about mean thing that said about mean thing.
If I'm going to be called a liar, I'm going to show that that's fucking not true.
Hold on.
And I can. I know
Okay.
you can't.
That's fine. That's fine. What I think people
I
care
just-
about though is
Just
is
because
the
I'm
going,
left out,
the going
hang on a second.
personal. The going
Just
personal.
because yeah, going personal. That's what I'm showing proof of. That he was the one that went personal. All over fucking having a cry over me having a debate on my fucking channel. So you want proof of that? There's the proof right there in the back for you.
Which link and what's the timestamp?
The first link is the first stream where he started talking shit. That's where it started. And then the next one is where I responded. That was the only time I went into his chat and said anything. And it was
I'm not concerned about generic shit talking. I'm concerned about family. Like
No, this is family shit. He brought up fucking about so-called BSR and these nudes, which he hasn't proven, which is, you know, just more bullshit talk.
You know, BSR is back, right? Like, he's not hiding anymore.
No, I'm not worried. Bring him up. Bring him up. Try
Are
it.
you sure?
I know you're
I
gonna
don't know if
fucking
he's
try it.
around, but are you sure?
Well, yeah, exactly. You don't know what you're talking about. You got no proof
Well,
of what you're
I
talking
mean,
about.
I know what I'm talking about. I don't
No,
think
you
you know what
don't.
you're talking
No, you
about.
so,
don't.
Grid. Here's
think-
Yeah, the only one that gets any kind of interaction is the big winner of all this interaction is Flow State, but it's also me. Because I have 16 people watching, and it's more than I have ever had in a live show. So I am the winner too. Okay? I am the winner. Look, that's my big W. Thank you everybody who's been here, by the way. God bless you, Eddie.
what we
I
can
think
do.
I know about my personal life more than you, mate.
Yeah, I think you're bluffing.
If you want
Yeah, I
to send,
think
if you want to send him a message
Look at
and let
that.
him know that anytime he wants to
So,
talk to
all right.
me.
So hang
Oh.
on. There was the nudes thing, and then what else was there, Grid? There was that I cheated on my kid's dad. There's that, and
And this is what I would say. This is drama. This is absolutely this is absolutely why I see this as content now, because I know it brings up the clicks and people want to be able to watch it and see what people have to say about it, right? Like at this point, I don't see this as an actual. I don't even see this as an actual fight. I just it feels like they're just milking it. It's just drama. It's content. It's like, well, do you think people would want to do this? The answer is no. I don't think people wanna. I don't think people want to have their personal life being dragged all over the internet generally. But once you just need as drama, then it becomes a yes. I think people want to have their personal life dragged all over the internet because they see it as a way of content. Yeah.
what else was there?
Did you
prove
not?
anything
Did you
to
not?
me?
Hold on. Are you denying? Are you hold on. I want you on record here. Are you denying that you and Bay Street Racer had a?
I agree. Yeah, I know it's their life and they're an actual human being. That's why I'm not attacking them. I'm just showing the content. If we have the session, yeah, of course. I would recommend you. I don't know if if you've seen it, but you should probably look at Discord right now. Bring him back. Make duels. Okay, it's make duels great again. You know what? I'm gonna pin this one. And that is gonna be the message of the day until I start grifting. When that happens, I will change it. EOD, check Discord. Seriously. I hope it dies down, to be honest. I really do, because I would love to be back at some point and have like other interactions with people. It was very cool. Lower Class is in Florida. He had the live celebration for his grandfather that passed away not long ago. May God rest his soul. You mean the interaction with flow state? Yeah, that makes sense. Listen, you don't have to listen to me, Are We Not Men, okay? You don't have to. This is what I would do if I were you. I would take the interactions that you have that have been bad. I will make a very small address about it. I will make it a video. I would put it up, and I would just answer to that quickly, concisely, and then I will never talk about it again. Okay? Until if greed makes something out of it that is completely out of whack, then maybe. Okay? So, but that is what I would do. I'm not speculating about anything. This is the only thing I would. This is my recommendation about what to do, and I think it's a good recommendation. That's what I would do. Because it all becomes a big hearsay, she say, instead of having an actual address, and that's what that's what I would tell you. I would tell you, do one concise thing and don't think about it. If you want to leave it behind, if not, make content, dude. Own it. It's fine. Yeah, fine. Let's make fun of it. It's fine. Whenever I see this kind of interactions, I'm just gonna go ahead and have fun with them. But I'm nobody's side in this case. I just think it's content. This is just content from everybody's.
Net relationship where you were going to leave your man and come to the U.S. to be with him. Are you denying that? Are you saying that he's lying about that?
That what?
Choose your words carefully.
Oh my god, this was the point where the interaction went completely off the grid and so dumb. By the way, Jess actually says no, and Grid just doesn't listen to her, I guess, because they just start talking past each other.
Gonna leave my fucking kid's dad to go and
Are you denying that you had an online
that.
relationship with
Yes,
Bay
I'm
Street
denying
Racer?
that.
That's
Yes,
a
I'm
yes
denying
or no. That's a yes or no.
I am denying
That's
that
a yes
I
or
fucking
no.
was gonna leave
That
my
is a
kid's
yes
dad
or
to
no.
move to
I don't
America.
care about
Yes,
your
I'm denying
spurging.
that.
I don't care about.
This was a big L, and I hope he understands what I mean by this for Grid. This is an L for Grid because he actually answers the question, and he will not even let her answer the question at the same time. Okay, but she answers the question here.
Not your woman
I
bullshit.
don't give a fuck what you want.
Just answer
I
the
don't give a
fucking
fuck what you want.
question. You
I
cunt.
don't give a fuck what you want. Don't give
I
a fuck.
understand because you
I
can't
don't give a
answer it
fuck
because
about
you
what
know
you want.
I'm not.
Yeah, of course we're gonna do it.
If
You
would
know I'm not
stop what
lying.
yapping
You
now,
know that
would hate
you
yourself
had an
yourself.
online relationship with Bay Street Racer while you were living with the father of your children, who apparently you said you haven't had sex with for 3 years.
Mhm.
So I mean, I guess that kind of figures. I guess you're not
Oh,
actually
yeah.
cheating.
Yep. Yeah, so I was cheating on him, and I was going to run away to America with BSR. That's your claim, right?
Is that
yeah,
is
that's
the,
a
are? No, I'm
that's a
asking
bullshit
you.
story.
Now, Grid is gonna have a big W very soon, and sorry, not Grid. Flow State is gonna have a big W very soon, and that is that he actually tries to find a resolution out of it.
I asked
Yes,
2 questions
that's a
and
bullshit
you haven't
story.
answered them.
That's
Stop
a bullshit
spurging.
story.
Stop
That's a
spurging.
bullshit story.
Stop being a woman for like
bullshit
one
story.
fucking.
That's a very good advice. Like, listen to understand, not listen to respond or over talk. I understand what you mean by that. I am. Sometimes I don't follow that advice, right? Sometimes I get heated too.
Second.
It's a bullshit story.
Stop running your
It's a bullshit
moneymaker.
story.
Stop it.
It's a bullshit story.
Are you?
It's a
Did
bullshit
you
story.
have an online
It's a bullshit
relationship with?
It's a bull.
One, two. Give me that. Hang on one.
Prove
second.
it. Prove any of your claims.
I don't
Prove
have to.
one
I'm
of them.
asking you to deny
Prove
it.
one of
I'm
them.
asking you to
Prove
deny
one
it.
of them. Prove one of them. Because I know you can't.
I asked you to deny it.
Did you hear what I said?
And you have
Turn
not
your hearing
denied it.
aid
You
off.
just keep
Turn
spurging
your
out.
hearing
Answer
aid
the
off.
question.
Yes,
Yes
it's a
or no.
bullshit
It's a
story.
yes or no
It's a
answer. It
bullshit
doesn't require
story.
any of this bullshit.
Bullshit.
Okay, so you guys are just locked horns in a stalemate of who's got the burden of proof one way or the other. This is an impasse. Why don't we do this? What would it take? What is it that either one of you wants from the other one? You can
I want him
unmute
to
now.
prove his accusations. Prove his accusations. Because he hasn't proved any of them. He's just talked shit.
Okay, so instead here, that's not the. So let me rephrase the question. What is?
Same, Abe. Yeah, you didn't do that with Stillman. Yeah, I mean, whenever I try to talk to somebody, I really try to talk to people, right? Blood sports are fun, but even good blood sports debates have like a certain level of Elder Lion, when you are you're incredible sometimes, okay? That interaction I had with you when you were drunk was the best interaction I've had with anybody that's been drunk ever, so.
Is it that would let you put this to bed? Not what is it that you want at this juncture in the argument? Is there something you actually want out of this discussion?
Yeah, like
Okay, so yeah, this is the big W for Flow State. It's like, hey, what can we do to like move forward, right?
him to prove his bullshit claims. Because none.
And it just goes back. And then this is what I this is what I just think at this point. It is just content. Like, this is just content. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, I would really like to see it all be put to bed in a good resolution for everybody. I don't think they're going to, but I would like them to understand that they are doing pretty much the same thing, right? They're just going on and pretty much by doing this kind of thing, they are not putting it to rest. They are not going to go ahead, get away with it. That's why I said, hey, you really have to address something. Do a small video about it. Be concise. Okay, you don't have to apologize. Fuck, only if you have to. Well, maybe you have to, no. But if you don't have to, and you're just addressing something, just go ahead, do it, share it. Be like, hey, this is it. I'm done. Move on. And that's it. It really, when you make like video upon video upon video of the same thing, it just, at the end of the day, it's just it's just content. You become the thing you don't want to become. Okay, when we go ahead and listen to Base Streaker, for example, with points, we do it because we find it funny. That's the only reason why we do it. And why? Because he's he became kind of a lolcow. But even he understood, like, at this point, oh, I am becoming this thing, I don't like it, I'm gonna stop it. So, this drama thing, it's not actual drama, they don't like each other, they can just stop talking of each other, and it's gonna be fine. Yeah. Corey Barton rage quitted. Okay, he rage quit my channel yesterday. I'm gonna make a video out of it. I have never lost a debate to him. In fact, you know what? Kat won a debate against me, but she won it fair and square. You're trying to grant yourself a win when there was none. Corey, shame on you. Yeah, that was Trigger's kind of wild. But I mean, the point is, we talked about him because we think he's a lolcow, and every single content we see is about us making fun of it. And this is the same thing. Okay, both of you. At this point, when I see these, it's just for me to laugh at because it's you're being lolcows. Stop it. Find something better. You're better than this. That's what I would say to both of them. I'm not gonna go. I was gonna go over the personal stuff she revealed, but I'm not going to. I don't care. It's way more information that it should be addressed on the internet, in my opinion. And it was a blunder on Jess' side, in my opinion. And the reason why is because nobody needs to know about your life. It's your personal life. Okay? Take care of it. Okay, I have another video. This was sent by Doomerang. And we're gonna watch that one because it's gonna be fun.
Going to Mars.
So yeah. Oh my god, it's an hour long video. Okay, let's see what it is about. Spears on chat, so he will absolutely love this Peter Thiel interview. Spiro Moist quit panels. No, I didn't kick you. I didn't kick you. I actually have. There's a chat from Corey where he says that he rage quits. Okay. He called it by mistake. Come on now. By mistake, I left. Oh no, he rage quitted. No, we're not. Alright, let's go ahead and let's find this. Let's see how it goes. Whatever. I'm gonna listen to myself, and I'm gonna address this Corey Barton drama in a very simple way. I saw you rage quit. That's it. Never talking about it again, Corey. Yo, Sophie, hello. My CPTSD. Well, it's post-debate stress disorder, PTSD. Forget about the icky and should have better control themselves. I'm not trolling. Yeah, that's true.
Is Silicon Valley recklessly ambitious? What should we fear more, Armageddon or stagnation? Why is one of the world's most successful investors worrying about the Antichrist? My guest today is the co-founder of PayPal and Palantir, and an early investor in the political careers of Donald Trump and J.D. Vance.
Wait, is this the guy that fucked over Elon Musk? Huh. Interesting. This is interesting.
Peter Thiel is the original tech-right power player, well known for funding a range of...
As your dad, I can't duel you, Corey. You need to find other things to do. Complicated, like my life. I hope... well, I'm not debating. We're just watching stuff right now. Allegedly.
conservative and simply contrarian ideas. But we're going to talk about his own ideas. Because despite the slight handicap of being a billionaire,
What's that a handicap? What the fuck is saying? I get really mad when they say stuff like this. Maybe because I'm poor, but fuck him. Fuck that phrase.
there's a good case that he's the most influential right-wing intellectual of the last 20 years. Peter Thiel, welcome to Interesting Times.
Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. Thanks for being here. So I want to start by taking you back in time about 13 or 14 years. You wrote an essay for National Review, the conservative magazine, called The End of the Future. And basically the argument in that essay was that the dynamic, fast-paced, ever-changing modern world was just not nearly as dynamic as people thought. And that actually we entered a period of technological stagnation, that sort of digital life was a breakthrough, but not as big a breakthrough as people had hoped, and that sort of the world was kind of stuck, basically. And you weren't the only person to make arguments.
You need to share what exactly are you eating, cat, okay? That's gonna be interesting. What handicaps do billionaires have? I don't know. It's like, Sophie, don't start a debate, okay?
Arguments like this, but it had a special potency coming from you because you were a Silicon Valley insider who had gotten rich in the digital revolution. So I'm curious, in 2025, right, do you think that diagnosis still holds?
Yes, I still broadly believe in the stagnation thesis. It was never an absolute thesis. So the claim was not that we were absolutely completely stuck. It was in some ways a claim about that the velocity had slowed. It was
Okay, so I understand the claim, and this has to do with. I'm gonna go into my chemical engineering background, okay? And you're gonna learn a little bit about chemical engineering. Chemical engineering, one of the things that it talks about is energy, and I'm not talking about the energy as Merlin would say, you know? It's just energy, brah. No, I'm talking about the idea in the scientific community when it comes to energy physics. There's a lot of different. I just got to new revelation of theories in which there is like a change in the amount of energy in the universe, but it doesn't really matters for practical, like in practicality. We follow the idea that energy is not created and it just transforms. And when we have like what we've been able to do, especially in the past from like 1750 to the 1950s, was figure ways in which we were able to extract more energy easier and faster from stuff around us, so we could use it for something that's called work. So if we have an engine, the 1920s engine to compare to the 1950s engine, the 1950s engine was way better than the 1950s engine compared to the 1990s engine. The 1950s and the 1990s engine are pretty much the same when it comes to efficiency. And this is because we have the actual numbers for the ideal like state machines. So that's like the stagnation in the when it comes to the physical side of things. We cannot just make things that are better when it comes to energy consumption. It's very hard, and it gets very complicated, and in reality we have the same kind of problems in how we get energy out of things. And I think he was talking about the other side, which is when you're doing programming at the beginning of the 1990s, we saw like a the explosion in the amount of energy and the amount of RAM and memory and all of that. And even though we still see some improvements, especially when it comes to like the way we storage things, when it comes to processors, the processing power has not changed that much. What we've done is we've added more processors, we've made them a bit slower, smaller. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, send me a pic. I would love to see it. So all of that is to say, you see, I stopped talking about drama. 5 people leave immediately. You all, yeah, you all suck. So I think he's talking about that. I think that processing power was a little bit designated when it comes to the physical side in computers, and then what we've seen in the past 10 years is that programming, that the actual program side of things has stagnated as well. So instead of having better engineers that know more about programming and can do high level to low level, we've just been doing high level and we don't know much about the low level programming like assembly. I didn't see your last question. What was your last question, Corey? Oh, as a great no, that's not a claim of the creation of the universe. It just means that it's a claim of that energy is not created in a sense of we haven't found a way as humans to create energy in when it comes to physics, right? So it's not a creation claim. It's just an observation of what we see.
It wasn't, zero, but that we were, I don't know, from 1750 to 1970, 200 plus years were periods of accelerating change where we're, relentlessly, we're moving faster. The ships were faster, the railroads were faster, the cars were faster, the planes were faster. It culminates in the Concorde and the Apollo.
Wait, is that corn fries? That is, if that's corn fries, that's amazing. Yeah, exactly. The Crystal Crisis from Never Lucky Robert Ducky. That makes sense. Yeah. And the reason why they haven't been able to like raise the CPU above a certain point. By the way, you have to remember that when we're talking corn ribs. Okay, corn. We're gonna call it corn ribs instead of corn fries, even though they're corn fries. But yeah, it's fine. That looks delicious though. It's a very southern thing to eat though. I think. Well, even until have we gone like 6 gigahertz CPU speeds? Because I know we've been able to lower CPU core. Like lately, what they've done is they've used different ways, and they can direct traffic so that the processor can be faster. But it's not that because the processor is actually faster. It's just that there's a way in which they can allocate data to different processors. So. Yeah, 4.7. That's pretty much what they've been seeing. Like they've been in the all the way to the 4 point, all the way to the 5. Okay, I'll look into it. I didn't see any of right now, but it might be like new tech. But if, I mean, you said you have a 6 hertz, so I'll look into it later on. I just want to continue with the video, or I'm never gonna be done. But what I've seen is that this becomes so nerdy. I'm sorry, everybody. We went from, and I hate all of you. You're like, oh my god, why are you talking about this? Drama was so good. I had so many people, and now I'm talking about a different thing. People hate it.
Missions and then that in all sorts of dimensions things had slowed. There was, I always made an exception for the world of bits. So we had, computers and software and internet and mobile internet, and then the last 10, 15 years you had crypto and the AI revolution, which I think is in some sense pretty big, but the question is, is it enough to really get out of this generalized sense of stagnation? And there's an epistemological question you can start with on the Back to the Future essays. How do we even know whether we're in stagnation or acceleration? Because one of the features of late modernity is that people are hyper specialized, and so can you say that we're not making progress in physics unless you've devoted half your life to studying string theory? Or what about quantum computers? Or what about cancer research and biotech and the sort of all these verticals? And then how much does progress in cancer count versus string theory? And so you have to give weightings to all these things. So it's in theory, it's an extremely difficult question to get a handle of, because the fact that it's so hard to answer, that we have ever narrower groups of guardians guarding themselves, is itself cause for skepticism. And so yes, I think broadly we're in this world that's still pretty stuck. It's not absolutely stuck.
Yeah, you mentioned Back to the Future, and we just showed our kids the original Back to the Future, the first one with Michael J. Fox, and of course,
it was like 1955 to 1985,
right.
30 years back, and then the Back to Future 2 was, I think, 1985 to 2015, which is now a decade in the past, and that's where you had flying cars, and the 2015 future is wildly divergent from
the 2015 future did have Biff Tannen as a Donald Trump-like figure in some kind of power, so it had some kind of prescience. But yeah, the big noticeable thing is just how different the built environment looks. And so one of the strongest cases for stagnation that I've heard is that, yeah, if you put someone in a time machine from various points, they would recognize themselves to be in a completely different world if they left 1860
or 1890 to 1970, if you live, those are the 80 years of your lifetime,
right.
Something like that.
But the world, just to my kids, even, as children of 2025, looking at 1985, it's like the cars were a little different and no one has phones, but the world seems fairly similar. So that's a kind of...
Tech to me is more boring than politics, and politics is pretty boring to me. This is about building a monarchy. That's what always fun to talk about. I wasn't paying attention for a second there. I was looking at benchmarks because I am nerd. Give me a second.
Decade in the past, and that's where you had flying cars, and the 2015 future is wildly divergent from
the 2015 future did have Biff Tannen as a Donald Trump-like figure in some kind of power. So
they're making. I don't understand what exactly is it that they're claiming here. It's like, oh well, we're stagnated. Sure, whatever.
This is why so much of it feels like this sociopathic Malthusian kind of an institution.
Wait, I want to hear that
verse
question.
What are there numbers for stagnation versus dynamism that you look at?
Sure, it would be the economic number would just be how what are your living standards compared to your parents? If you're a 30-year-old millennial, or how are you doing versus when your boomer parents were 30 years old? How did they do at the time? There are intellectual questions. How much How many breakthroughs are we having? How do we quantify these things?
I hate this interview already. If you're gonna talk about that, I need the numbers. Like, I understand what he's talking about, and it makes sense, but this is one of those things that I should be just watching on my own and then making like a video of highlights, because it's the most boring interview in the world, the way they're talking.
Like, what are the returns of going into research? There certainly are diminishing returns to going into science or going into academia generally. And then,
But the reason why there's the diminishing returns right now, it's not because of academia, it's because of the way the system is set up for academia. There's no way that we can have a system in place in which all of it is pretty much a fallacy of authority. The peer review is being attacked. Everything sucks about it.
All right, Peter, you've been doing great so far. Just some layup.
Yeah, let's watch the highlights. I think that's a better idea than to watch the whole thing. Let's watch the highlights. Let's see what the highlights have to say.
Layup questions ahead, and let's bring this home.
I think
yeah.
you would prefer the human race to endure, right?
No way.
You're
yeah,
hesitating.
well,
Yes?
I don't know. I would.
Yeah, yes. The answer's yes.
This is a long hesitation. This is a long hesitation.
There's so many questions implicit in
Should
this.
the human race survive?
Yes. The only answer is yes.
Yes,
Great.
but
Fuck.
I also would like us to radically solve these problems.
Right.
And so, you know,
What is he? What is he
Well,
talking about?
Yeah, transhumanism. Human natural body gets transformed into an immortal body. And there's a critique of, let's say, the trans people in a sexual context, or I don't know, transvestite is someone who changes their clothes and cross dresses. We want more than cross dressing or changing your sex organs. We want you to be able to change your heart and change your mind, your whole body. And then Orthodox Christianity.
All right, Peter, you've been doing great so far. Just some layup questions ahead, and let's bring this home.
what the? What the? What the hell? Whoa. Yeah, well, oh my god. This reminds me of the time I asked somebody when it comes to AI and they were talking about it just being another tool. And I was like, well, if it's another tool and you think it's a good tool to have, would you integrate with it? And they say, well, yeah. Well, yeah, you know. It's such a good tool. You just integrate with it. Oh, well, now you're just for transhumanism. And the whole point, and the craziest part about it, because it's something that Vive said the other day as well. There was like, oh, well, we just need to have universal basic income because AI is going to do everything for us. That makes no sense. It makes no sense. If you're going to talk theologically, Elder Lion probably knows a little bit about this, but this all feels exactly the same. Exactly the same as the Tower of Babel. And it just feels like the Tower of Babel is like, this is man reaching towards the heaven, becoming God, and it's not gonna happen, okay? It's just not going to happen. People need to understand this. Why not? Why the F not? Spiro, listen. I should go back to Flow State and get more people watching. that is what I yeah. Oh man. I can't even like I saw the yeah, I've seen this kind of this kind of things before, and every single time is kind of the worst thing I've ever seen. Um, to your old ways. I don't want to revert back to my old ways. I don't want to talk about Jess anymore. I said what I had to say. We saw what we had to see. The whole interaction was pretty much that. Jess talks about her personal life. I'm not gonna go there. I think it was a big L for her to talk about her personal life. She didn't have to do it. There was no reason to do it. Yeah. 10th man, by the way, is kind of weird. I agree with Andrew when he said to 10th man that we're not gonna accept him because of what he has to say. We're not gonna accept your sin. We're just not going to. And the other day he was talking about. What's it exactly? Let me just think about it real quick. The other day he was talking about whether or not it will be acceptable for the LGs, the leather people, the alphabet people, if there will ever be a place or a time for them to talk to kids about the leather stuff. And the answer is no. There's never going to be a place. Okay, this is about sex, and we don't have to talk about that with kids. So if I know you want to make your sexuality your whole identity, I don't give a shit. You don't get to talk about your identity to kids then. I did get views on a Pirate Software video I made. It was for a while the most watched video on my platform, and again, the guy's just a fucking weirdo. That guy has probably made more damage to the whole gaming industry than a lot of people combined. Yeah, that makes sense. But my problem, and I've said this to Spiro, is the future. I think that we are really attacking the basis of our industries. So, yeah. Oh, Spiro, you know of Pirate Software? Do you want to jump on stream for? You want to jump on for a moment? Oh, wait, you do know him? Spiro, did you meet him in Second Life? Spiro, did you go to public school? I need to know. Those are very pressing questions. Very, very pressing questions. Come on up. Spirit's amazing. We're gonna talk about Pirate Software. This is getting all over the place. All over the fucking place. Also, by the way, I have 20 more minutes. I have to cut it in 20 minutes. Because I have to go cook for my family, apparently. I didn't even know that I needed to go cook for my family. They just called me like 10 minutes ago and were like, hey, where's the food? And I was like, what are you talking about? Hello, Spiro.
Bro.
How is your moistness?
It's super moist. I'm
awesome.
I'm so moist. I'm basically slipping off my chair. It's difficult. It's a hard life.
It's a difficult time. I see.
What are you gonna do, right?
Look at that beautiful face that you have there. My God, the face of my grandpa and my grandma and my son at the same time. Amazing.
It's true, and you better respect your elders and your unborn children because I am all of them. Yes.
So, sorry, I'm a little bit overwhelming on my channel, but I'm gonna ask you some questions about this because it's amazing. I need to know.
Sure.
Do you know Pirate Software?
I don't know him in real life. I have talked to him behind the scenes. I have participated in some, let's say, business, tangential business aspects. I have supported and participated and enabled certain business aspects. Yeah, let's put it that way. We'll put it that way.
Okay, you sound like a person that supported Heartbound. Is that what you're telling me?
No.
Did you buy the game?
No, I did not. Actually, wait, did I for the stupid soundtrack? I might have I might have to take an L here. I think I bought it for the soundtrack.
Oof.
Oh no.
I'm gonna go ahead and show like my stream that I didn't do it, and I have a bunch of fucking games. I do have a bunch of games.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I don't even have the demo. I'm free.
Wow. You're free. Wow,
I'm
you have
free.
moral what would you say? Moral high ground. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a rare L for me. Yeah, I take the L on that one. Damn. Yeah. Well, so I mean, I was part of his Discord. I'll tell you a little bit about what happened.
Okay.
Based on what I can remember, as clearly as I can remember it. So don't quote me on a lot of this, but it was a few years ago. He broke a few records on Twitch with his what do you call it? The hype train stuff, the donation
hype
stuff
train.
on Twitch. Yeah. And I participated in, back when I had a job and I was actually earning good money, I participated in his I want to say it's either his second one or his third one.
Oh my
Yeah, I'm taking a huge L here, but I'm just being honest. I can't
That's
hide it.
fine.
I think I was his second most oh crap. I was the second highest person to spend money on the hype train to get him there, to get him the record. I didn't know until I guess 2 years, something like that, that he was using his mods to further
boost it,
the
yeah.
record. Yeah, boost it. I didn't know. And the guy who came first during that particular moment wanted me to get, he has these pirate coins that he gives out to people. He wanted me to get one because we were neck and neck. I was only like, I don't know, $1,000 behind the guy in #1 place or something like
Okay.
that. And they wouldn't give it to me. They ignored me. It didn't give me the time of day. I was on his Discord. I had a few conversations with him and some people on there. That was interesting. There was yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Anyway.
Wait, I need. Fuck. I don't want to ask you. I don't want to ask you how much you spent because I'm gonna get super mad.
Yeah, I'm not proud of it. I'm being honest. No, but I'm being honest. Like, it's a part of a joke. I need to make fun of it in order to cope. So I'm making a joke out of it.
Okay.
But I'm genuinely not proud of it. It must be, I mean, at the time I was pulling in good money. It must have been somewhere to the tune of somewhere between $5,000 to $7,000.
Okay. I
Yeah.
will go ahead and say one thing to you real quick before we continue
Yes.
this. I am amazed at your fucking stream, by the way that you make the server. You rock. I hate you because I can't watch the fucking streams. I can't watch them. When you're talking about some of the things you're doing, I feel so fucking stupid that I just want to watch anything else. I want to watch a rock because a rock is making me feel less stupid. But it's very impressive what you did with the HTTP server. That was amazing.
I have to say, I'm pretty proud of myself because I've built something that most people don't really build in that amount of time. It's not just the HTTP server, that's already a hard thing to do, but it's also the multiplayer and the
Mhm.
game. Because the game is its own thing and the multiplayer is its own thing and the HTTP server is its own thing. And I've done it in about 3 days. I've barely slept, but I'm trying to use it to get some attention because I know I can do this stuff. And it's kind of like a head turner, right? When you can say you can do that.
Yeah.
But
You should probably go to Reddit and the nerdiest place possible and just say I did this HTTP shit, and they're gonna lose their minds and they're probably gonna hate you because they're all worshiping the AI overlord. But at the same time, somebody's gonna hire you because it's so amazing.
there's a problem with that. There's so many degenerate scumbags that even with my non-vocal fry, okay, even though I'm not cat and I can't vocal fry siren song them into my orbit, um, it's gonna be a bloodbath for me. I'm gonna have to fend off the degeneracy like all over the place. So it's I don't think I want to do that. You know, I don't think I want to do that.
No, come on, okay? I make fun about you speaking Portuguese and coding in Portuguese, but at the end of the day,
Yes.
job is a job.
Yes. No, I appreciate that. I do. And I the point of my streams, just to be clear, I just want you guys to remember that it might look impressive. I'm proud of it, but it's not because I particularly think that I'm like some smart guy. It's because I am a self-taught high school dropout who used to be homeless, and that's the whole point I'm trying to make. Is that to go right back into what you were talking about? People like Pirate Software, they ruin the industry, they make you feel dumb. There's an implication that the implied is a terminology that means that somebody's not telling you something.
Mhm.
They're telling you something without actually saying the words of what the implication is, right?
Yeah.
So the implication from people like Pirate Software and others who have blocked me and I'm pretty sure have made it so that I can't get particular kinds of jobs. Their implication is this: you're too stupid. Even if you're a programmer, you're too stupid to understand how these things work at a fundamental level. You don't need to know. You can go watch Spiro stream. You really want to be coding like that? Like, who wants to code like that? Don't do that. You know, do you want to actually understand what AI does? It's a black box. Not even the CEOs know this stuff. You as a consumer, right? They tell you this. Everything is like peak, the best it's ever been. It's never going to be better than this. You guys are enjoying the golden age of the tech industry. All of your hardware, you talked about this just now. All of it, it's at its peak, man.
That's peak,
That's
yeah.
the implication, right? And all of it is a lie. Every single bit of it is a lie.
I know that. Well, this is what I know a little bit. I know about because I don't know the physics of it. I was more into in chemical engineering. You're not actually looking at the physics when it comes to computers or anything like that. You're more into
Yeah.
the other side of things, which is like products, right?
Yeah.
Engines and stuff like that. So I know about the engines. We know the ideal engine structure has existed over 120 years or more.
Yeah.
And this is like the most amount of energy you can get from an engine per se, and no engine can get there because that one's the ideal, and the reality is you're gonna have leaks and problems and stuff.
Right. Right.
So when I don't know if you have some kind of limit when it comes to the hardware, but it feels like they have some physical limit when it came to the hardware, and what they've done is just to scale it. Like what you were saying, you don't get more velocity, you just get more cores and the ways in which they manage the information they're trying to handle. And
Yeah.
this been going on for how long? 20 years at this point, almost.
Yeah, just about. Yeah, it's make everything smaller in terms of physicality, like the physical what your hardware is, make it smaller and more of it. Because you make it smaller, you get to fit more into the same amount of space. So you have to think about it this way. Imagine you have an engine and it's whatever 8 horsepower, 10 horsepower, doesn't matter. And there's a certain output of that engine. They're not giving you a more performant engine. They're just giving you more engines. That's it. It's just more engines in your car. You go ahead and take the call if you want. I'll keep chat busy. Oh, he's muted. All right. I'm going to keep chat busy. Listen, folks. Okay, listen. First of all, I just want you all to know that I'm your father. As Marilyn and Steelman. Oh, you're back. Okay. All right. Okay.
You have to start with "I'm your father."
I did. I really did. There's no other way to start. I have to start that way. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm the granddad, I guess, because I'm everybody's father and nobody's father at the same time.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. So I was just saying while you were on the call that's what it is. It's more engines, not better engines. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Same with graphics card. Same with your CPUs. Same with RAM. It's just more slots for your RAM. Same with AI. It's just more AI, not better AI, right? But when you as a consumer see bigger numbers go big. Ooh, right? Yeah, right. Ooh,
Yeah.
I can, take my money. But that doesn't it doesn't equate to more performance. It just means more of the same slow thing. It's like slow times 3 versus slow times 8 kind of a thing. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we've seen that for a while. I think. Yeah.
You can prove it because what you're talking about is like core fundamentals of how CPUs work. Just go have a look at how, if you really want to, if you really care, go have a look at how a CPU works. It does a bunch of different things. That fundamentally hasn't changed in a long time. They've just added maybe a few more like extra features on the edges. That's about it. And that, like you said, about 20 years hasn't been much of a change, if any.
No, I remember like in 2006, 2005, they were doing the first quads. And since then, we haven't seen anything but more processing. We have more cores now. We have more cores. We have more and more.
Yeah.
There's also like a lot of bloat. And this is something I've seen in different tech channels when it comes like to the motherboard and to every single thing. Instead of we had like very lean motherboards and they're becoming more and more bloated. And most of it has become like the way that they've been trying to dissipate the heat, because the more they add to them, it's not to make them better, but they're just adding more stuff, so it creates more heat at the end of the day.
Yep. So this is something I went over. Rubber Ducky is bringing up a point here about the different versions of RAMs and whatnot. But if you look at how they operate, essentially they just have more throughput. They're not necessarily more performant. They just handle more inputs, like more throughput. So you can think about it as like more pipes and or bigger pipes, not necessarily pipes that pump stuff faster.
They're not making the pipes bigger. They're just adding more pipes to the system.
Generally, they just add more pipes. Yeah, usually. Sometimes they make them bigger, but even that doesn't necessarily mean faster either, because there's all kinds of other things that happen with that.
Oh well, yeah. If the pump is still the same, if you add a bigger tube, it doesn't really make it.
That's right, because you're still limited by the connections and the soldering between the two endpoints. Communication has to happen from point A to point B with all of the stuff that we're talking about here. I don't want to get too nerdy because you're dropping viewers like flies. Something I went into that's interesting. The new AI video cards are so thick. They're like, I'm not kidding. It's hard for you to picture this, but they're like.
No. I have a 4070, so it's pretty much like this.
It's pretty, yeah. And the 50s are almost twice the size. Almost twice the size. They're so big that you can't even put them in your desktop's CPU, like your desktop case, without it taking 2 or 3 PCI slots.
Yeah.
And you need to have mounted bracers from the bottom, like support pillars.
Yeah.
And
I have a bracer for my 40.
Yeah, even for 40s. Okay.
And
I
it
didn't
takes
know that.
2 slots, so it's a 2-slot PCI, and
Yeah.
it has its bracer, because otherwise it will bend and it will probably break, and
It'll
will cause
break.
damage to the CPU, well, the motherboard, and to the graphics card, to the GPU.
That's right. And the 50s are so big that it's so hard to get the plugs in correctly that when you attempt to do that, if you don't get it just right, if you screw up in any way, shape, or
Yeah,
form,
I
they
saw
will
that.
they will melt. Yeah,
They will
they'll
melt.
just
Yeah,
melt.
they were saying about. I saw that actually.
Yeah.
They were also saying that the way that they make the connectors is way worse than in the 4030s. Sorry,
Yeah.
not in the 30s. In the 30 series. So they had a connector in the 30 series that was very easy to set in, and it was better to set in.
Yeah.
And I think in the 40s and the 50s, or maybe just the 50s, they changed the way that they make the plugs, and now it's easier to get it wrong so that it will melt.
Yep, I went over an article called "NVIDIA's Bullshit," which went over exactly this. They attempted to fix the 30s, and it was about the pins and how much power goes through any individual pin and how they overload. When it overloads, they're supposed to stabilize and balance each other out.
Yeah.
But then in the newer versions, they don't do that at all. They actually made it worse, and so it's just easier to melt your card.
Yeah, it's just easier. I also saw. What was it? Well, I don't know if they added, but I think the 5090 has its own power supply.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure about that. That's also weird. And they've been. I don't know if you've seen the new way they've been trying to do the GPU mount, in which they are pretty much another motherboard. So they do the vertical mounts instead of having the horizontal mounts.
I have not actually seen that. I should look that up. I should look that up and cover that. Yeah.
The vertical mounts, it's obviously they're making the cases bigger because at the end of the day you need more space. I don't know if you know about heat transference, but you need more space, and you can have more space with bigger. One of the big problems with the earlier setups, or for example the new Alienware setups, is that they're too compact and airflow gets very, very bad.
Yeah.
And people, like, if you buy an Alienware, one, you're wasting money. Don't do it. And two, you're gonna get a worse airflow because the way that they're designed.
Yeah. It's pretty bad. Yeah. Yeah, man. The whole thing, the whole industry has just lost its way. And the amount of power. I was just having a conversation with Laugh, because I'm trying to rush through finishing the mud game here so I can put it up on stream, and he and I were working on it earlier today, and we were just kind of shooting around the idea of having like what you could do with a 2D game with the amount of hardware that we have today, and we did some like napkin math on what you could do. To exclude 3D because 3D takes a bunch of computational power, so let's utilize that on 2D, and we're pretty confident that you could have a massive city of tens of thousands of grid elements, each probably somewhere between 8 by 8 to 16 by 16 each, and you could operate that pretty reasonably fast, and you'd have an entire world with tens of thousands of NPCs if you wanted to. I think we ended up with tens of thousands, maybe thousands, and they would all have their own schedules. They'd have like a work schedule. They'd sleep at night. All of them. And when you walked into a city in a 2D space in a 2D video game, you'd just be like overwhelmed with the amount of life that would be teeming in a 2D game. That's the amount of hardware we have if people just actually gave a crap about what they were doing.
Yep. Well, for some reason, everybody decided that it's the moment I stopped covering drama that they had better things to do in life. So shame on all of you. By the way, shame on all of you because you were complaining about me covering drama, and then when I stopped it, you all went like flies to another drama channel to watch the drama. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So look. So let's talk about Jess and Grid and how the tech industry has ruined their relationship between them. You could make a case. I'm just kidding.
Kat, I would. I don't know if it's still happening, but when the 50 series came out, they're not made for performance or for gaming or for anything. They're made to do AI, and I would recommend you to get a 40 series. It's
That's
better.
it.
Okay.
Emmett knows it. That's it. That's exactly it. Don't go for the 50s. Go for the 40s. As a matter of fact, in some cases, you're actually even better off with the 30s, the late 30s. It depends, but try to avoid the 50s, because what the 50s will do is they'll try and fake whatever fake frames on your screen
Yeah.
in order to make it feel zippy.
By the way, you don't need a 5090. You don't need the 90 series. 90 series is done usually by people that are doing a bunch of. It's not even for gaming. It's like if you need to do in-house graphics of some sort, like 3D rendering or stuff like that. So 80 is fine. 70 is fine. 80 is like the best you can get. 70
You can get that, yeah.
70 is
You
fine.
know, if I was Cat, I would just call up NVIDIA and be like, hey, I really want my Fit 4080. I can't do what she does. I sound stupid. I sound
you
weird.
sound dumb.
I sound dumb, yeah. Yeah, but you get what I'm trying to get across, right?
Yeah,
Just do your vocal fry, Cat. You're good to go. You'll get a discount and everything.
Yeah, just yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Just call them, be like, I know, I always want the 4080.
Yeah, I want 4080. Yeah, listen to my cute voice. Yeah, yeah. Don't you want to make me happy, you sick, degenerate scumbags? Simp for me with a 4080, please.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Sophie's like, oh, I'm here, and I'm grateful for the lack of drama. Yeah, but I had 15 people. I had 17 people watching the drama.
I know.
I had 70 people watching the drama, and then I stopped it, and everybody left. It's like, okay.
So you know
you all suck.
You know what you could do? You could milk it.
No, you know what's gonna happen? This is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you because there's 4 people in chat and nobody cares, and nobody's gonna come here. This is what's gonna happen. These people are milking it. Okay, I told them to their faces. They're gonna go tonight and they're gonna make a big ass fucking stream about it, and they're gonna cry and complain about it. And tomorrow, people are gonna go into Greed's stream and they're gonna be like, "Did you listen to what these people say?" And he's gonna respond, and they're gonna be like fucking quinceañeras, which means teenagers, saying, "This is mean. The other guy's mean. This is so mean." So I'm at some point I'm gonna be back here and I'm gonna still talk. I'm gonna be still talking about them.
Yeah, it's true. You know, part of me wonders. I'm not saying that they're doing this, okay? I'm just saying part of me wonders if you had to drum up some viewership. What if you could just call up someone that you know and go, "Hey, why don't we agree to stir the pot for each other a little bit, and I'll give you a little bit of dirt and you give me a little bit of dirt, and we'll both benefit from this, and then we'll just go at it. We'll just go at it with each other." And then behind the scenes,
you know what we should do it, Spiro. The only problem is that we give each other shit every single day and nobody cares.
I know no one cares. Yeah, I know. We're brutal to each other, man. Sometimes we're like the nicest human beings to each other. Like, "Please, sir, please, may you have a blessed day, sir." Yes, I feel blessed to be in your grace.
There's always these undertones. Every single time we have the undertone of "you fucking suck."
Yes. It's always there. The hate and the disgust is always there. Yes, I agree. Yeah.
Like I think we do, like even through that, like, and we don't have a little bit of banter and back and forth, and I think we do respect each other when it comes to that.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's a sign of respect, is what it is. It's like you don't really do that with people you're really friends with or you don't like or anything, right? That's the sign, especially among men. That's the sign that like you're getting along. So when you like just absolutely go at it. Your mother on the table, your dad on the table, your kids even, kind of depending on how close you are, pretty much on the table, right? Like anything's on the table, right?
When you're with your best friends and you see like the kids and they do something stupid and you know they did something stupid and your friend is there, you're gonna be like, "Hey, you know what that fat fuck did?"
It's true. It's true. Caught. I'm caught. Yeah,
It doesn't
it's
even
true.
matter if he's fat or not. You're just saying that the guy's gonna
Just-
look at you. He's gonna be disgusted by your comment because you said fat fuck. But at the same time, he'll know that
Hell no.
something happened for you to call him a fat fuck, and he probably fucked up at the same time. He's gonna be like,
Yes. Yeah. It's a unspoken language. Yeah. It's true. Yeah. Yeah, man. I like our back and forth. It's good. It's much better than the drama that
yeah,
goes out there.
come on,
It's fun.
I'm gonna
You and I
be-
have fun.
I'm gonna
It's-
be honest about all of these drama. The only, like I said, the reason why I cover it is fun. I think it's super funny. I grew up. I grew up watching. Well, I didn't grow up. You know, I liked watching Destiny. You know what was the best Destiny videos? The best Destiny videos when he was with some kind of dumb random girl, and the random girl blew up, and he had like 4 hours of content of the blow up. That was the best content from Destiny. He would go on and just call her retarded in so many ways,
Yeah.
and everybody would laugh. And this is why I don't care when people is like, oh, but he's DJ and you didn't know that?
Yeah.
Are you telling me you didn't know that?
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
be-
of course it is.
at this point, this is a surprise to you?
Yeah. Yeah. You had to have known. Yeah. Of course you had to have known. There's no way. You'd have to be completely oblivious.
You know why he's called the Coomer Gremlin?
Yeah. Yeah, and he did. I don't even think he denies it. I think he just accepts it. Like it's just.
Yeah,
a
he's
name.
like,
It's
oh
just-
yeah, I love socks. I love having it. It's great. It's amazing.
Yeah,
God.
like feet stuff, whatever. Like doesn't matter. I don't care. Men, women, doesn't matter. Yeah, yeah,
Anything
cuckery.
goes.
Yeah, anything goes. Yeah. You know, if he was a programmer, he'd be a code cuck too. He would let anybody else handle his code except himself. Yeah. I love that term.
Well, anyway, I gotta go. I have to cook for my family. I'll be back later on if you wanna jump on, or if you are on, and I'm gonna.
I'll be
jump on.
lurking. I'm just killing time. I'm just coding away. I'm trying to rush through it because my time's running short before I, need to make a splash somewhere. So I'll be lurking. If you're on and you're doing something and you want me to come on for a laugh for a bit, I'll come on, man. I'll always support you, man. I got
Yeah.
your back. Man.
I'll be back in about 2 hours.
Okay.
So
I like
thank
how
you,
your
everyone.
chat has derailed, by the way, into like hardware computing. Talking about their hardware and computers and stuff. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
apologize.
I'm okay with that. As I said to Kat, I will make your. I can build a computer. If you really want a good computer, just hit me up. I'll build a computer for you. We'll check out the prices and everything. I'll make.
I trust Emmett. I could do it too, but I trust Emmett. Emmett knows his stuff. He sounds like Emmett. You and I haven't talked about computers very much, but you sound like you know your stuff. So yeah, trust. Go with Emmett. And if Emmett fails you, I'll be there, Kat. Okay.
Yeah.
And he will fail you because he's a failure.
True. That is an absolute.
It's just went for it. Just took it. That's great. I love that. He just
That
went
is
for it.
the-
Like, yeah, it's just true. Yeah.
That is the only true statement you've said all day. Oh, it's like.
It's awesome. See, this is good. This is good. I love this. This is great.
Oh man. So yeah, I'll be back. I don't even know who's live right now. Let's see who's live. Who's the only person I read? Oh, Grumple. Oh my god. Oh my
That's
god.
it all. Like, tell us how you really feel. Emmett.
Oh my god.
Come on, he's not so bad.
Oh,
What are you
you'll
talking
see.
about,
You're
Emmett?
gonna see. Oh, you'll see.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that riveting. Look at that content.
Oh man. Are we, are we s- Oh no.
We are going. I'm gonna. You know what?
This
I
might
am-
be worse than my stream.
This is the worst.
Like my streams are pretty bad, but this might be worse. Oh no.
Oh,
God.
no, God. Like he does this all the time. He just falls asleep. There's people in his channel that we just like. And he gets like some view hours out of it. But I
Oh.
hate it. I just
Um,
hate it.
Um,
Is there anybody on?
I'd go on, but I'm not quite ready yet. So you're gonna have to make do. Otherwise, I'd take your viewers from you.
There's nobody on anyway. Okay. I think.
Just end it. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Just end it. Yeah. You know what? Go ahead. Find somebody else. Find somewhere else